What if presence is our purpose? What if rather than knowing what we were born to do, we concentrated on who we were born to be with? What if all the things that we have called purpose don't come from Jesus, they're found in Jesus? In fact, what if the things we desire are only fruits that can't be formed unless we focus on abiding in the vine of Christ? What if you and I are trying to be stuff instead of being with Him? Man, what if, again, to quote Tara Lee Cobble, He's where the joy's at? If that's true, I've got to ask a hard question. What if our lack of joy is not a sign that we're living outside of our purpose, but that we're living outside of the relationship with Jesus that He desires? What if I can be joyful and broken as long as I'm broken in Jesus? What if I can be joyful and weak as long as I'm weak in Jesus? What if I can be joyful and grieving as long as I'm grieving in Jesus? What if I can be everything I never wanted to be, but in Jesus and find joy? He's where the joy is. And so I'm going to ask you to search yourself a little bit tonight. If you find joy difficult, maybe it's because Jesus is further away than you think He is. Maybe drawing near to Him, abiding in the vine. Because what did Jesus say at the end of John 15? At the end of the great teaching on abiding, He said, I have told you these things that my joy may be in you. There's this point of realizing my joy is not based on what I get or what I do. It's based on who I belong to and how deeply I trust Him. Because somehow Jesus, for the joy that was set before Him, endured the cross, despising its shame. Why? Because He was with His Father. Discipleship is about being with Jesus. Have you ever noticed that in the Gospels, people didn't just fall into sin, they simply just stopped following Jesus? We're all worried about falling into sin. The real problem is when we're described as going home. And they went home and they left Him. Guys, are we really still following? Are we really still following Jesus?